Your Royal Highness, we cannot thank you enough. The representatives of the government, we can't thank you enough because you have shown us that the interest of the people is what you hold paramount. The center is about leadership. And this is the first time in many years that the university has been chosen as a university in the seat of government to run this special, unique program. They call it Center of Excellence because it's been sponsored by TECFON. And you have such TECFON sponsored programs in the city of political zones in selected universities. But because this is seat of government, they chose the issue of leadership and public governance. Because not only in Nigeria, but the world over, the issue of leadership deficit is becoming critical a factor in governance systems. And the University of Abuja students have this opportunity as part of their field program and project to go out and put it into practice, the building, nurturing, and mentoring strategies that they would have with the younger ones, the youth, who are the leaders of today and also largely the leaders of tomorrow. And there's nothing that can be better than this initiative from the university to have this interface. And we're happy that the students have come in their numbers. It is not possible to bring all the students and youth all over Kaduna State. And what we're doing here is actually being done by the same students of Abuja Leadership Center in some other parts of Nigeria. Some had their own yesterday, some will be having, this one is holding today, and then the next few days others will also be having in their state. So it's very unique, and we are happy that this is an opportunity. The youth will learn from the strategies that these students coming from Abuja Leadership Center will be imparting in them, and it will be more or less interactive. We'll be able to ask questions, we'll be able to understand, and then you'll get a lot of clarifications on them. And I believe that on the quality of those of you who have come here, I can see the readiness in the eyes of the students to be able to interface with them. For that, we want to thank you very much. And again, we appreciate all our critical stakeholders who have come to grace this occasion. We believe that at the end of it, this mutual relationship will continue to bond us together and keep us together as we work towards producing the leaders that Nigeria will need for today and tomorrow. And I'm sure none of you will regret your presence being here because the university has chosen this initiative.
What is most important to me here is to be honest, to be truthful, and to be courageous, because you can never be a leader if you choose to stay by the edge, or to be aloof, or not to take decisive decision when it is time to take decision. So that is the only thing that will make you a bad leader. Nepotism should be, set aside. You have to look at merit as against, just tagging along with somebody who is from your ethnic group or your religion or from your home. So we have to be patriotic Nigerians if you want to stand tall in any part of the world. And that is what will earn you respect. That is what will propel you to be a leader in wherever you find yourself, in the course of your career. Equally, you have to be an assertive leader. Take decision. Have the audacity, to take courageous decision, even if everybody is going to turn against you, provided, that decision you're taking is for the benefit of the people and is not something that you do out of malice. So this is what I think I can say to these young people, because like for me, I keep saying, these are practical experiences. Yes, you go to school, you learn a few ropes about leadership, but practicalizing it, you have to develop the courage of, taking very, very difficult decisions at difficult, periods of your lives. So with this, I'd like to say thank you, for the organizers of this event, and thank you for the students, the PhD students who facilitated this. And I would also like to encourage, all the universities and higher learning institutions to occasionally, organize talks like this with young people who are growing. I can recall many years ago, over 40 years ago, when I was in ABU, there used to be, very frontline and prominent professors in the university that were always organizing lectures in the university then. I recall late Dr. Wala Usman, blessed memory, late Dr. Cecilia Kumo, late Dr. Ibrahim Tahir, Talbumbochi, and a host of others that were always there in the university to speak to the students. I think we should be encouraging, those kind of lecture series in the universities so that the young people will be able to know or learn, about what the elders have learned, previously. And they always say the illiterate of the 21st century is he who is not ready to learn, unlearn, and relearn. So we're always learning and we'll continue to learn, from the experiences of other people. So thank you so very much for the opportunity to do that.
The previous speaker said, representative of chairman of the ITPC, one of the things about leadership is you lead by example. So that means you don't tell your team players to do, but they follow what you do. So as a leader, you should make sure that there are qualities that you stick to. And one of them is you carry your team members along. That means you immerse yourself into your team as a leader, and you have empathy and sympathy in the course of doing that. And one thing is that our royal father has said is about decisiveness. Leadership is situational. There is no leader that you say today he's democratic or he's a dictator. No, it depends on the situation that you find yourself. And as young people, you're the leaders of tomorrow. You're leaders of today, and you're leaders of tomorrow. So I crave your indulgence to make sure that you're good followers, as you are now. You obey your parents, because charity begins at home. You obey your teachers, because that's those are the guys that give you all that you need to know. They impart the knowledge on you. When you do that, trust me, when you grow up, you'll be leaders and people will follow you. Because without followership, you cannot be. And if you don't follow, nobody will follow you when it comes to your time. And then, of course, you have to have good character. One of the things is honesty. Honesty is something that you can't take away from anybody. Honesty is something, because they say that when you see somebody, how he behaves, you look at where he's coming from. I'm sure all of you have heard it. Whenever you go to be your ambassadors of your homes, your ambassadors of your state, your schools, and your country. So I crave your indulgence. Wherever you find yourself, please be honest. And it starts from the classroom. You read hard, study hard, so that you don't involve yourself in any exam malpractice. It's very, very important. Once that leadership thing is in you, you'll see that naturally you are made a leader. And as my father said, and this is my last statement, is for you to come here to learn, unlearn, and relearn. So I wish you all the best, and God bless you, and thank you so much to organizers. I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much.
I would like to say this about leadership, which is something the ICPC chairman, Dr. Musa Adamu Aliyu, SAN, has always emphasized. And his emphasis is that he will lead from the front. He will lead from the front. And I've always said that there are leadership styles. You could decide to lead from the front, and like the herdsman, lead from behind. But the ICPC's chairman's own idea is that he will lead from the front. Having said that, he will also lead by example. Leadership is something you do by example. And there's a saying that goes this way: examples are better than precepts, which means that what you want people to do, you have to do it. You have to show the people which way to go, and they will follow it. One thing about leadership is somebody who knows the way, and you then have your followers, and you know how to lead them to take that route to the desired destination. Anything short of motivating the people to follow the way to achieve a desired goal or objective will not be considered as leadership.
A lot has been said about leadership, so as a bit peculiar, we want to extend an invitation for you to take leadership in the area of environment. If you observe most recently, the adverse effects of climate change is registered most forcefully in this part of the world, particularly in northern Nigeria. Most recently, we have had flooding in areas that you do not expect to see flood. For instance, we've seen flooding in Jigawa and other parts of northern Nigeria. So the invitation the minister is extending is for you to take leadership in the areas of environmental sustainability. Please help us, help yourself, help the future, help your environment by desisting from acts that will compromise your environment. For example, in disposing of plastic waste and things like that. Take leadership in aspects of environmental sustainability, like planting trees, for instance. We are currently trying to plant over 20 million trees before the administration of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu elapses. We are counting on the young people of this country, like yourselves, who will help us in achieving such objectives.
I would like to deliver the goodwill message of Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Kaduna State, Dr. Adiza Sabwa Balarabi, at this very important occasion. As the mother of the day, considering that we are having the Youth Leadership Clinic organized by the postgraduate students. It's an honor to join you today at Kaduna State Youth Leadership Clinic. A testament to the value postgraduate students of the University of Abuja place on nurturing leadership skills in our youth. This clinic provides a unique opportunity to empower young leaders with the knowledge, the skills, and patriotism required to guide Nigeria towards a brighter future. Youth are the foundation of any nation's progress. Your energy, creativity, and determination are vital for driving positive change. Leadership, however, is not merely about holding positions, but about taking responsibility, solving problems, and inspiring others to contribute to collective growth. We can only do this if we address the problems being faced by our young ones. In Kaduna State, the number of out-of-school children at the basic education level is estimated at 768,739, according to the State Bureau of Statistics. However, through focused interventions, including the construction of 62 new secondary schools, 2,340 primary schools, classrooms, and strategic teacher recruitment, we have managed to reduce this number by 300,000 from what it was in April this year. This progress, though significant, reminds us of the work still ahead of us. We'll continue to prioritize education, healthcare, and social protection, building on our efforts to provide the tool and the spaces that our children need to succeed. These actions align with steps necessary in producing leaders with purpose, focus, and knowledge to drive the Generation Z and beyond. Programs like this clinic complement government efforts in this direction by preparing our youth for responsibilities and equipping them with the tools to lead with integrity, inclusivity, and innovation. I urge all participants to take away the following values from today's activities. One, and it's very important that you listen as the future of this country. I can see most of you have your pen and jotter, so you need to take this, please. Number one is patriotism. You need to cultivate a deep love for Nigeria and commit to its progress. What we have seen in today's world is young people always being bad ambassadors for Nigeria by pushing the wrong agenda about Nigeria. You have to be patriotic about your country. Two, responsibility. A true leader acts with accountability and serves as a role model. We have amongst you in school head girl, head boy, and other prefects, right? So you need to be able to lead. Don't just take the title of being a head boy or a head girl in your head, but you need to know that it comes with huge responsibilities. And you need to be willing to discharge it. You need to be able to look out for those that you lead. That is how you begin leadership. Three, inclusiveness. Effective leadership requires bringing everyone along, valuing diversity, and ensuring no one is left behind. Innovation. Embrace new ideas and approaches to tackle challenges creatively. In Kaduna State, we prioritize initiatives that create pathways for youth empowerment, from strengthening our education system to promoting vocational training and entrepreneurship. Our goal is to provide platforms for young people to thrive. I commend the postgraduate students of the Abuja Leadership Center for organizing this important event. Your commitment to mentoring the next generation is commendable. To the secondary school prefects and club leaders here today, you present the hope of tomorrow. I encourage you to embrace every opportunity to learn, to grow, and lead with vision that prioritizes the common good. I urge you all to carry forward the lessons learned here, to challenge the status quo, and to build a Nigeria where everyone can achieve their fullest potential and be proud of them. I wish you a successful and impactful clinic.
Goodwill message there by Her Excellency the Deputy Governor of Kaduna State. This event is now officially declared open. Once again, hello students. What are we supposed to say to Her Excellency, our mother? What are we supposed to say? Can you please put our hands together for the representatives?
Thank you so much for taking your time. After we are done with this session, Your Excellency, Your Royal Highness, we are going to be going into the training session proper. But just before then, I'd like to invite all of us to step outside and take a group photograph just before His Eminence and our distinguished guests here actually take them. So thank you so much, Your Excellency. Thank you so much, Your Royal Highness. Thank you, our dear leaders, for prioritizing our meeting. Our prayers is that by the time you go back, may God take you to your various destinations safely. We are hopeful that you will continue to hear the best of us. From all of us who have organized this, by the grace of God, you will be seeing us in different positions of leadership and will be craving your support by the special grace of God. We also hope that you pray for our children so that whatever they are learning from here today will not just go into the air, but they will be able to make do of it for the betterment of Kaduna State and the betterment of Nigeria. Thank you so much.